So, I'm here to talk to you about Apple. And don't worry, it isn't the usual they suck rant. It's a they suck argument backed up by evidence. See, Apple's marketing from the beginning wasn't really that bad. Their sales had been increasing under the leadership of the legendary Steve Jobs. But when Tim Cook took over in 2011, things began to fall apart. He and his Steve Jobs chosen board tried to operate the company on a what would Steve do mentality, and this resulted in many failures and mishaps leading up to 2016. Apple's MacBook Pro 2016 was a controversial computer. It had thermal issues, keyboard issues, and even GPU issues. The company failed to respond to the widespread problems and continued to deny that they were doing anything wrong. Revenue dropped from an all-time high in the fourth quarter of 2015 until the first quarter of 2017. Many people were furious at Apple because they pushed adding these laptops to their extended warranty program until mid-2017, over a year after the original release of the computers. And that's only one of the communication errors Apple has made over the years. I don't even want to mention the Genius Bar. It's a huge can of worms I don't have time to open in 5 minutes. So let's fast forward a couple years and move on to some more recent products. Apple still hasn't fixed their MacBook Pro design, nor even made an attempt to do so, but I'm not going to worry about that because this isn't about the MacBook Pro. The iPhone XS and XS Max were released in September 2018, and customers were thoroughly triggered with this product. So many people got mad that a class action lawsuit was filed against Apple. In it, the plaintiffs claimed that Apple's pixel count and resolution marketing is straight up false. iPhone XS uses pixels that contain only 2 subpixels per full pixel. A regular pixel should contain the full RGB. So, if you want to be strict, technically the XS and XS Max have a total pixel count of 0. The lawsuit also mentions the front page marketing pictures. See something missing? Yeah, the notch isn't there. The marketing pictures seem to intentionally hide the notch to take advantage of less knowledgeable customers. The notch is a huge part of the buying decision and covers up a lot of the screen. Hiding it like that is misleading buyers into thinking that the device is notchless. See, these types of dumb tricks and misleading statements are the reason why Apple's revenue has still been dropping since the release of the iPhone XS. But Alex, you might ask, maybe Apple has improved already. The stuff you're showing is from last year. Well, I'd like to mention some newer products and their marketing strategies to see if Apple's maybe improved. And the overall verdict seems to be a resounding no. The 2019 Mac Pro was announced just a couple weeks ago and will be on store shelves this fall. This computer, long story short, uses an HEDT or high-end desktop CPU. These are astronomically expensive and usually perform much better than the consumer CPU. On the product page, Apple touts a 4.2 times faster onload render, a 4.2 times faster processing of well-threaded filters, and a 3.1 times faster build time. And these numbers do look impressive. But what are they compared to? The 2013 Mac Pro? Last year's consumer level i5? A Chromebook? We don't know. They don't say. They only show the results that make their product look good. So, I've given you a ton of evidence on why Apple's marketing is junk. But why does it matter? Well, Apple's marketing, if it doesn't get better, is frankly selling us a $5,000 computer that we know nothing about. And this isn't a super accurate way of putting it, but Apple's pretty much just asking us to throw our wallets into their stores and hope we get something usable. And I like to call that stealing. We don't want our money stolen, so let's do something. The easiest way to join the fight right now is to take part in all of the class action lawsuits that are being filed against Apple. There are over 30 filed every month, but only 2 of them really ever make it anywhere. And one of them I just told you about, and the other one is about Apple's monopoly over apps on iOS. I don't have time to talk about the contents, but it's a lawsuit and it can help. You could also look into YouTube channels that might help you decide whether or not a certain product is worth it. You could also avoid buying Apple products for a bit to see their improvement or lack thereof. And you should really join in on one of these options. You don't want your money stolen, do you? Thank you, and I hope you consider taking action against Apple about their marketing issue. Speaking of the Mac Pro, Apple also put out an Apple Display XDR along with it. The thing will run you $5,000 US, and guess what? There's more. You can't use the monitor until you buy a stand that's sold separately. And that stand is gonna run you $999 US. Yay for making tech accessible, Apple. We've really come so far since the days where $1,000 could get you a top-of-the-line setup or even a used car. Now it gets you a piece of metal that used to come in a box with things that cost $300.